to stand on my 2 feet, and to fly at the same time. One of the things I most admire in world-class performers is when they are humble. I find it deeply inspiring when people are great at what they do, but they don't consider themselves worth more than others because of that. Humility is a virtue that contributed to the success of many leaders such as Nelson Mandela and Oprah Winfrey. Today, I want to discuss why humility is such an important trait.
I wanted to be known as Mandela, a man with weaknesses, especially because I knew it was not the contribution of an individual which would bring about liberation and the peaceful transformation of the country. People everywhere in the world want peace. But humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have. Because if you are humble, if you make people realize that you are no threat to them, then people will embrace you.
First of all, what exactly is humility? Humility is an honest assessment of oneself, both the positive and the negative, within the context of the larger community. Those who are humble see where they fit within a greater context rather than putting themselves in the center of the universe. When I think of humility, I think of Chef Jiro Ono, who devoted his life to the art of creating sushi. Jiro became world famous for his little sushi corner on a metro station in Ginzo. His sushi is considered world class, and there's a waiting list several months long. He's great at what he does. Even so, Jiro is determined to become even better at making sushi, and he keeps working towards perfection.
仕事しててこの年になって完璧だとは思っていないからね。そこまで頂上まで行けば完璧かもわかんないけど、じゃあこの頂上はどこかっていうとわかんないわけですよ。
You might think it's just some rice and fish. What is so difficult about that? Jiro proves that even with something seemingly so simple, you can do better and better, day after day, decade after decade. Now, let's look at someone who isn't humble. My brother Nawaz told me about Jose Mourinho, the manager of Manchester United.
I think I'm a special one.
And he doesn't miss a chance to remind the public of all the prizes he has won and record he has broken. They say you cannot deny he's a good football coach, but things aren't going well for him at the moment, and a lot of people would love to see him fall because of his pride. So what is the risk when you stop being humble? Imagine you start a business. You give everything you've got to make it work. You get up at 4 a.m. every day. You work many weekends, you skip parties because you are so determined to achieve your goals. You do this for 3 years and now your business is going well. Your profits doubled and you have more orders than you can handle. Now you are getting comfortable and slowly you forget where you came from and you start becoming overconfident. You start your workdays later and later. You stop looking for ways to develop yourself because you already know it, right? The quality of your service goes down, you start losing clients, and all of a sudden, profits turn into loss. And people don't seem to care because you have lost all of your goodwill. So the advice is, be like Jiro and always stay humble. But being humble doesn't mean you shouldn't be confident. You should believe in yourself and in your goals. At the Pure Family, we believe that human potential is limitless. We think you must embrace your greatness. You might even say that not sharing your gift with the world is selfish. Here is my favorite book by Jim Collins, whom I consider one of the greatest business writers of our time. Collins studied what makes companies and leaders move from good to great. He says that being humble and finding ways to contribute to the world is of huge importance for their success.
But it was humility of a very special type. It wasn't humility in a weak sense. It was in fact just the opposite.
They combine personal humility with professional willpower. They are committed to a cause, be it their company, the work they do, or a set of values. Their own self-promotion is not what is important.
It was what I would describe as an absolute, obsessed, burning, compulsive ambition that wasn't about them.
They are able to make that ambition come to life. They think and contribute to something that is bigger than themselves. My commitment is to keep reminding myself that I am part of something greater. I hope this helps me to never lose track of my goals and to remind myself why it is important to me and the world. To stand on my 2 feet and to fly at the same time. Thanks for watching. See you next time.